What is up, boys? It's Feeds, back with another video to talk about the infamous and glorious 1.9 release Foli Fusion event ending, the finale to make all finales, the one to make everyone mad, the one to blow the game up into pieces, and of course, to vent a little bit. So, I'll preface this whole video, this rant, this diatribe, whatever you want to call it, with I have spent a little bit of money in the game, at least on this main account. Not a whole lot, but enough to say that I'm not 100% free to play on this account. And kind of looking at it, the way that the event really looked early on, the Foli event, looked really promising. It looked promising because they had one big event and a lot of small events to kind of go with it and talk about some of the systems that went involved with it. We'll touch on in just a second. But it allowed for an opportunity to get a good fusion, similar to the Sir Nicholas and, of course, the Shamrock fusions. Obviously, there's always a challenge or difficulty provided in acquiring new heroes. Whether you get shards or whether you get a chance to do a fusion or something of that nature, there's an investment in time that goes into it. And where we kind of saw the bright side was that Plarium did follow through with they'd offered us an opportunity to do something pretty cool and get a pretty cool hero in regards to Foli. With Giant Slayer's relatively high tier, without Giant Slayer he's relatively low tier, which just incentivizes you to basically get his tier 6 traits or masteries pretty quickly. But overall, it was a good event. It was a good opportunity to kind of see what new and better things Plarium was going to offer us. Well, today rolled around, and being a mod for the Reddit, actually, you see your notifications blow up, and of course all the other mods on Reddit were a little excited too, because we had probably about 50 posts talking about how upset they were with the game. And then you try and log in and can't log in for a couple hours because it's bugged and you have to reinstall and all that other stuff. In addition to this event right here. So this is a summoning event. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing too abstract. But they tie one of the heroes you need for fusion behind 1,750 points requirement that normally doesn't require that much to get something of that kind, that item. Normally you'll see a summoning event with 2,000, 3,000 point requirement. They'll usually have a legendary tome like they do. The catch is that with the events that we had previously, to get up to this point, we had to use a lot of shards. We had to use a lot of food to level up for the 20,000 point leveling experience. And without any roadmap or clarity from Plarium, we get stuck in the situation to where we see this morning, and of course, the whole community is outraged. The Discord, the official Discord, was blowing up. People didn't know what to do, and they were looking at different aspects to it, and to kind of touch on them, this game really is a slot machine. Instead of putting money in, you'll put in shards, and instead of pulling money out, you'll end up receiving, with hope, the best possible hero legendary you can want. And that being said, it puts you in a unique spot because Foli is a pretty good hero. The amount of time that they gave us was relatively good, but this whole requirement right here was actually beyond tedious between getting the rank ups, the stars, all that other stuff. As you can see, I've got it. I haven't fused it yet. And it puts a lot of bad taste in a lot of different people's mouths, and I don't blame them for the most part. Even with the help that they've done when we've had the game crashes, even the reimbursements that they've given us for all that stuff, it really makes you kind of consider even putting an opinion into these types of companies. And they're no different than the companies like Blizzard, like EA, like a variety of those companies that put into it. But it does bring up a few different points, more specifically for me because I game so much and I play so many different games. I don't mind spending money on a game if I had to. I don't mind investing time or energy into it. I've got the opportunity and the availability to do such things, but it kind of disappoints when you have a game that has high potential, even though it's a mobile game, to do these things, and then you get it stuck in this spot where you want to defend them when they make decisions to help them generate revenue, but at the same time, you don't want to be the whale or the dolphin or whatever they use to call people who spend money on these types of games. And when it gets to this situation right here, well, unless you spend, you're going to have a hard time getting it. Thankfully, I had a lot of green shards saved up, so I was able to get my Centurion, but if I hadn't had enough shards, if I hadn't had enough opportunities, I would have been in a bad spot, and I barely touched it. And I'd say I'm a pretty aggressive person when it comes to doing all the stuff necessary to do it. So that being said, a little disappointment, on the side of Plarium. Obviously, the community wants better. The people who did this event and got this far were actually really, relatively invested. A lot of them, you could say, were heavily invested in doing it, and doing the 20,000 point leveling event was super frustrating and super exhausting, and attrition definitely set in. And then to follow up with this type of event, it leaves a really bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. I'm still gonna play it. I canceled my raid pass with him, until they can kind of figure things out. Obviously, if there's another mobile game that pops up that has better opportunity, I might consider stuff like that, or I might just quit mobile games altogether when it comes to it. I'll also be putting content out for this game, so I decide what I want to do. But ultimately, this is just kind of my 2 cents on it. I'm sure other people have posted videos or made comments about it, but me personally, I don't hold the company accountable for wanting to make money, because that's what every good business does. And that's what I do for a living is make money based off of the revenue I generate for my company. So in that regard, I don't hold it against them. I do say that the way their tactics in regards to it all was kind of piss poor. Honestly, if Plarium wanted to reach out to maybe one of the content creators and multiple content creators and get them involved in finding better ways to communicate with the community, not to say that the community managers don't, but in a better way to present the information so it doesn't seem as bad, maybe that's something you should guys consider. I know you probably won't watch this video, but if you do, Plarium, if you're out there, buds, now's the time to kind of get it together. Your game's developing and growing, and based off the Reddit and the Discord and stuff, you guys are growing in numbers, but you have to remember too that number can drop just as fast as it went up if you're not careful, and there's a lot of people who are eager to see what you guys will respond with. So that'll be it, guys. Just kind of a short video talking about kind of my thoughts on 1.9, the Foli Fusion event, kind of the taste that it's left in everyone's mouths, and kind of just echoing what a lot of sentiment is right now. So if you guys like the video, go ahead and hit like. If you like not to follow, go ahead and hit subscribe. Like I said, I'll be posting videos, still build videos and stuff like that, and of course I'll be doing a fully build video as soon as I get him ascended and stuff like that. So appreciate everyone stopping by. The follows, the support lately has definitely helped our channel grow into what it is, and given me an opportunity to do more stuff, and kind of inspired me to do some different things and try and get more people involved into the game, or at least into mobile gaming and guide videos and stuff like that. So appreciate it again, guys. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. Hit me up on the Discord or on Reddit, and I'll be there for you. So, until then, happy summoning.
Run. It's gonna be a left click. It's gonna be a left click.
Yeah!